There is a new Master Duel update in game right now, and it is huge. We also have new leaks, which are unprecedented, and we are going to go into the new optimal way to set up the toggle in game so you can play optimally. And we're going to be streaming the new pack this Thursday, $1,000 tournament qualifier on YouTube and on Twitch. Boom, let's hop right in. First, I should maybe cover the new changes in game. What do you think? So let's do the toggle. There's a new change to the toggle where you could set up so your toggle is set to on at the start of the duel. So to do that, you're going to go under Duel, and you're going to want to click on Custom. This is a brand new thing. Before, the optimal way was switch plus hold. So you go to Custom, you're going to do Show Switch button to on, and then reset the activation confirmation settings to auto. So at the end of the turn, not during the end phase, which I think would have been better. Konami, please change that. Have it changed to auto, and I'm going to tell you why that's important. At the beginning of the duel, you're going to want confirm activation. I will explain that also. You want hold left button to be confirm activation, and you want hold right button to be do not confirm activation. Now, let's reset this duel and show you what the settings did. The big change here, one of the big changes is now the duel is going to start with your toggle on. No more are you going to forget to toggle on to activate your max C optimally within the standby phase. As you can see, it's already on. I don't have to hold left click. I don't have to hold right click. And now another big change is during my opponent's turn, I could toggle off. And what's going to happen is during the end phase, or I should say at the end of the turn, it's going to go back to auto. But let's say I want it off because I do not want to use Impermanence. I do not want to use Ash Blossom. And maybe I want to go to the bathroom and do something else. And then when I come back to the game, it's going to go back to auto so that if they were to activate a Max C right now, I could Ash Blossom. If they were to have a monster effect on the field that I want to chain Impermanence to, that's also going to be good. You could, even if you want to, change it to set to confirmation on during the end phase. And again, at the end of the turn, not during the end phase, which I think would be a lot better. But I think that'd be very annoying to deal with. But it would be optimal if they were to, let's say, make a Masquerena or a Sprite Elf, which is only activatable in the main phase of your turn. So if you were to, let's say, toggle off during their turn, and then at the end of their turn it goes to toggle on, then on your draw phase you could use your Impermanence right away. So that's going to be up to you. That's going to be your preference. The only thing that you would want to change here. Now let's see what other UI changes they have done in game. So we're going to be looking at the Fafnir Master Duel channel here. Link arrows got a little bit bigger, so I guess it's going to be easier to play Link. You tell me, is this a big deal? We also have a new view for, you could look at the graveyard, or from your deck, you could change the layout of what you want to see. You could click on it there, or you could default it to however you want in game. Another change is when a card like a Rise Heart goes to the graveyard with a bunch of Xyz materials, you could see all the materials being sent to the graveyard. And also, if you activate a card like, let's say, Grass Looking Green, look at that, it's going to mill 5 at a time, 5 at a time. So you get a better view, but it does slow down the game. You also have some new animations. This is going to be Arrival. This is going to be Caesar. This is going to be Singularity. What else do we have here? Oh, we also have a super polymerization animation, if you could even tell the difference there. There you go. Polymerize already kind of has an animation. And also, there is a new proficiency test in game, and these are the rewards. Are the rewards worth it? I don't think that I'll even bother, but this is what you could get. You can get these things. Very nice. Now, let's hop into the leaks. Let's get leaking. 25th anniversary campaign. Yeah, they also changed the icon to be the legendary Egyptian god. So maybe something big for the 25th anniversary is coming. The new selection pack, Singularity Warrior. In addition to Firewall Singularity, we're going to be having Nouvelles and Vanquished Soul. Now, Decade, why did you not leak Vanquished Soul? Well, you could blame BlizzCon for that. I was away since Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I just got back right freaking now. And there's some unprecedented info about this pack that I felt really uncomfortable about leaking. So I wanted a bit more time for confirmation, and you know what? The public data mines have confirmed the irregularities that I was worried about that Konami was possibly baiting me with, because they've been trying to bait me and my leaker. But let's get into why this is unprecedented. So these are not guesses. This is from the data mine leaks. I've been seeing some people incorrectly saying that these are just guesses. No. This is from the in-game files, publicly data mineable, which normally my leaks are exclusive and they're not public data mines. They pretty much did away with public data mines, but I guess they got lazy for this pack. I don't really know what happened here, but these are not officially announced. This is all in game. What is officially announced is, let's go back to the front page here. This is what they officially announced right here. So the rarities and just these cards, but nothing too crazy here, except the leaks show that cards that literally just came out in the TCG are going to be released in this update, like Vanquish Soul Jiao Long. Let's look into that. Let's click on this. So Duelist Nexus was released on July 27th, and that had Preventer and Emergency, which we did not get. So that's kind of interesting. We skipped Duelist Nexus, but then something weird happened, like a switch at Konami's office, and that was the Prometheus Flames. This one. Promethean Princess was released in OCG and also released in Master Duel pretty much at the same time, which it did not have a release in TCG. So I'm thinking there's some new directive at Konami where they're saying that, why are we purposely holding back Master Duel? Why don't we just keep the game up to date with the OCG? And this new update, in addition to the Promethean Princess, is kind of solidifying this new idea that they want, or maybe a developer actually enjoys playing Master Duel and they're sick of playing deck types that are not updated on release, and they're just missing a bunch of support because Rescue Ace right now sucks in Master Duel. But if we look on the tier list here and we look at tier 3 events only, Rescue Ace jumps up there. You know, it's kind of between Tier Limits, Rescue Ace, and Unchained are the top decks here. If we go to the OCG, Rescue Ace is dominating within the past month with over 6,000 players among the tournaments it's combined. But that's because it has all of the new support that we do not have, including the Diablo Star. Now, let's get to the point here. The point is, October 19, 2023, is when Age of Overlord, a core set release, came out with these new Nouvelles cards, and they're also coming in Master Duel according to the public data mine leaks. That is wild. So for Rescue Ace, we skipped the July pack, and now for Nouvelles, we have the October 19th release of TCG cards already in. That's really weird. Also, we have the new Vanquish Soul. Again, brand new pack just came out in TCG. And we're going to have Vanquish Soul Jiao Long. We're going to have the Vanquish Soul Snow Devil. And these are insane cards. You're definitely going to be playing it in your deck here. Let's click on the Vanquish Soul deck type here. And we look at some recent decks here. That look, playing it at 3. And if we highlight this, let's zoom in more. So October 22, we only have one deck list here of the deck doing well in the TCG, where they are playing 3 of the new card and the new trap. And it does change the deck dramatically. I'll be making a video about Vanquish Soul in a bit. Click on over to OCG, there's a bit more deck list here where they are all playing the card at 3. As you can see, 3 and the trap at 1. Another one, we have the 3 and the trap at 1. So this is huge. That I'm thinking that Konami is sick of us playing outdated decks, and they possibly just make more money overall if they just give us the complete deck type on release. What's the point of giving us all these half-released deck types, and then content creators like myself have to tell you, no, don't invest now, but it might get better in the future, but then they may reprint the cards anyway. And that's another thing they're doing with the secret packs. They want to be reprinting the cards. So if they're thinking, if we're going to reprint these cards for when the new card comes out later, why don't we just release the new card now? It's already programmed in game. Why are we waiting? What's the point? The hype is now. Let's profit off of it right now, because otherwise the pack is not that exciting if we have half-released Vanquish Soul and half-released Nouvelles. What else is crazy here? So, okay, I think this is on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Meta website, which will be released soon. And this, I was looking at the tier list. Let me show you some more about the Vanquish Soul, which I pretty much already did here. So this is the breakdown for Vanquish Soul for TCG. If we do tier 3 breakdowns only, this is something how you want to build the deck. And then for OCG right here, so make sure you screenshot that. And I pretty much just flew through this video, and I forgot what I want to talk about. I think that's pretty much it, right? Well, whoa, there's actually more. I got to remember. I'm jogging my memory. Secret Pack, Exosister, a very expensive deck type. I like to call it the waifu tax. Anything with girls in it is going to be a very expensive deck, and now it's going to be a lot cheaper through the Secret Pack. So do not craft Exosister. Wait for the pack to come out here. And I also told you in another leak that Kurikara, I forgot how to spell her name. Kurikara, there we go. Kurikara is being reprinted in the next pack, which is in 3 days, which you'll be seeing on stream on YouTube and on Twitch as we do the $1,000 tournament qualifier. We have a ritual festival, which Dogmatica players are worried about. How are they going to implement the festival as they are going to ban cards like Synchro, which Dogmatica like to use. Also, fusions in the extra deck, not really summoning them, but dumping them into the graveyard. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Mechanical Beings in Sync, Genix Controller. Okay. So what do you all think about deck types being up to date on release in Master Duel? And maybe they interviewed some OCG players and TCG players, and they're asking them, why don't you play Master Duel? Well, the game feels behind. Now, if you're a Nouvelles player or a Vanquish Soul player, you don't have an excuse to not play Master Duel. The deck is fully up to date in Master Duel as soon as the pack comes out this week. So I also have leaks for the next pack, which I'm not sure. I'm going to get the go-ahead on when I should be leaking that. I may be leaking it this week or next week for the December pack that is. And that's all I want to say. So thank you very much. Appreciate your support. And I'll see you on stream this Thursday. We are out.